Okay.
A lot of students like free.
Yes.
A few of students like a team.
A few students, yes.
A few students have
Yes.
to pay.
Okay. So,
And a lot
of students.
of months
Huh?
really free. Exception.
Okay. It's been a few days since we looked at this.
What's fair? Teacher, you should count your book. Today 20, tomorrow maybe 18, next day maybe 50.
Yeah. I believe that we stopped on page 4. I think that we stopped in the middle of page 4. So if you'll remember, there was a woman selling flowers on the streets of London, and a man knocked her flowers out of her hand. She was upset about that. Another man came up and said, "Oh, I know where you're from the way that you speak. I hear your accent." And so she's from a very poor part of London. He's a wealthy man, and you can hear the difference in the way that they speak. So I think we start in the middle where it says, "Now the gentleman started to get angry." Okay, would you begin reading, please?
Now see, start now.
Now the gentleman starts to get angry. Women stop being so sweet to me, or go and find another to stand in front of. Your English accent is so terrible. It cuts my ear to hear it. God has given you over wonderful language, and you use it like an animal.
Okay, so
So strong.
so started. Start ends with the T sound, so you pronounce the ED. Started. Yeah. So he's telling her she's rude, but he's actually the person who was rude. But because he's wealthy, he thinks he can talk to her in this way. Okay, Pew, would you read the next?
Elisa did not know what to say, so she just said, "Oh, oh." The man
Repeated.
repeated.
Yes.
What kind of word is that? Oh, he went on unhappily. Why can't the English teach their children how to speak? People in every other country teach their children to speak their language well. So why can't the English do the same? He looked carefully at Elisa for a minute, then turned and spoke to the other gentleman in the crowd. "You see, this person with her
Street accent.
her street English that will always keep her in the street. Why can't she work in some rich person house or in a food shop? Why can't she go to fly party and dance Okay, you read. I tell you why, because of her accent on Chinese is 6 months study with me and
Okay. So you get what he's saying, that the sound of her, the way she speaks English will always keep her poor. That's what he's saying. Okay, Mr. Suraphet, would you start with Eliza?
I was interested in what is what you are saying. Yes, you, the man turned to her after just 6 months study of our language with me, and you will be able to go to dances with the richest people in London, and they all never guess where you are from. Elisa liked this idea. She turned to the other gentleman. Wow, I don't know how to say.
It's not a word. It's just a sound. Ow, I think.
Ow, okay, ow, ow. Do you believe that? Do you? Well, is this possible? The man answered. I studied the languages of India, so I know a little about it too.
Okay, next.
The man with the little book was intelligently interested. Do you, sir, do you know
Colonel.
Colonel
It's
Pickering?
Colonel Pickering. It's not pronounced like it's spelled. Colonel Pickering.
Colonel Pickering.
Yes.
He write for those books on Indian languages.
Okay.
The gentleman smiles. I am Colonel
Colonel.
Colonel Pickering.
Yes.
He answered, and who are you, sir?
Okay. I wanted to point out something here. Earlier, he says 6 months study, and there's an apostrophe after month. Okay, so we talked about this apostrophe,
6 months.
meaning something it leaves out something. What it's leaving out here is of. If you didn't have this apostrophe, you would have to say 6 months of study with me. So you're used to seeing that when you're trying to make a contraction, but it is used for leaving out other things, but always means something's left out. Okay.
I'm Professor Harry, the writer of the Universal Alphabet. Colonel
Pickering.
Pickering was very pleased. Professor Pickering, I come from India specially to meet you, and I was planning to go to India to meet you. Pickering answered. The two men shook hands very
Warmly.
You must come and stay with me, Colonel
Pickering.
Pickering. I live at 27A
Wimple.
Wimpole Street. Come along with me now, and we can talk over some supper.
Supper. Okay.
The two men started to walk away, but then
Higgins.
remembered Elisa and threw some money to her.
Okay. So last time we said supper is the last meal of the day. In the UK, it's the evening meal. You can't, if you only have one meal, you don't say that's supper because it was your last meal. Supper is nighttime meal. Oh, and so supper has the two P's. Super, only one.
Super is the Superman, supervisor, super rich.
It means the thing that's above. Yeah,
Number one.
the high. Yes, number one. That's right. Okay. She picked up some of
She
the.
picked up some of the money. She said, and quickly picked up the rest of it, getting more and more excited. Then she ran over to the people near the fire to show them the money. They laughed with her for a minute or two about all her money, at last turning her into a real lady. Then she moved into the shutters near the church and started singing to herself. One by